Hello, Muses family. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys so much for joining us. As you can see, we look a little shy of Muses today, but I guarantee we got enough energy to go around for everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us for our wonderful weekly spiritual roundtable. I've got Steph with me. I believe Katie will be jumping in a little bit later as well. Kat is off enjoying life, which is always a Benny. So for all of you who are joining us, thank you so much. Please share this out. Please comment, tell us where you're coming from. Today is a special show because we are really going to be tapping into the creative energy that the Muses have like at our core. And we came together from very, very different backgrounds from all over the US, different family backgrounds, different religious backgrounds, and found each other and realized that when we came together, we could create magic, which is the basis of this show.
Speaking of magic.
So still, what we are doing now and in the future, as our soul groups have come together, is taking our creation to the next level. We're taking our creative powers, our creative gifts, our myriad backgrounds, and we are giving it back to the community. So what we're going to talk about today, and we're going to flow through a lot of different things, is something that we have created using our combined backgrounds, our combined gifts, in order to help elevate the planet at this time. With all the chaos that is going on, it is more important now than ever for light workers, warriors of light, to stand together and hold back the darkness. And each time we add our light to the combined, we are brighter and we are stronger. So we have created a retreat, an in-person retreat, not a virtual retreat, in order to do just that, to bring your light to the collective so that we can shine together and activate one of the spiritual nodes of the planet. Thus lifting every
easy work. It's easy work.
We're going to lift the energy of the entire planet using the gifts that we have found by finding our soul group. And hopefully in this retreat, other people will find their soul groups as well. So Katie, Steph, follow that.
All right. So follow that. I will. just allow me to step right into the flow with you in this because I am so freaking excited.
I am too.
So excited. It's going to be not only just an amazing trip being with and working with each of you in this way. This is a bond, a connection in the spiritual realm and the physical that we are bridging together all at the same time. We've done this work together before, time and time again. And when we do it this time, I feel like it's the first time that I've remembered doing it with you in this particular incarnation.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I cannot wait for that. I can't wait to bring in this cell to soul process, the way that we're going to be facilitating the retreat through all of the activities that we're going to be engaging in energetically, physically, and with the food that we consume.
Talk a little bit about the food.
I can't not. I can't not, because I'm sure everyone has noticed the Akashic Kitchen is open. And that having just rolled out and being such an integral part of this experience in the way that we bring the system online with food, the way that we commune with the food that we eat, and our ability to raise our vibration through that process in ways that you may not have experienced in your field before. You may not have had an experience with food where you feel your system, you feel the totality of your being, all of your senses, your ability to connect not only to yourself, but to the energies with you, the other beings on the journey with you, to your spirit team, to your record, and the way that enlivenment allows you to embody what you're feeling through that journey process. Food is such a huge part of this. It is. And if we get really honest with ourselves about the way that food shows up in our reality, we can ask a couple of quick, easy questions to just go, hey, wait a minute. What is she talking about? Is there something here? Now, let me ask you this. Can you associate patterns in your life and the way that those cycles show up in your life, be it a situation that keeps revisiting, whatever it is that you're experiencing cyclically in your life? How's your eating been in those cycles? How has the way that you fed your soul informed that process? Because we're communicating with our DNA on every level. Food is huge. It sends information, it sends data, light codes through the food to our DNA, and we're having this conversation all the time. So integrating that data set into a retreat experience and allowing people to up-level their experience to whatever degree they choose because it's their journey, but the tools are there for them to use. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, I know.
I'm so excited.
That is where the name Crystallize Your Consciousness came from.
Yes.
It is shifting from a cellular DNA structure with the food, with the energy that's around you, all the way up to how do you view the world? How is your soul doing in this planet? What is its mission? How do I put myself on the path for its mission? It is a full shift, grounded and held by the energy of these wonderful ladies here. Massive.
Who have been there, who have done it, who have been together and created magic time and time again, and life-changing magic, I must say. I mean, we've done this twice now where we've come together in communion and with the intention to up-level. And both times, I will tell you, it was definitely life-changing, shifted my whole perspective on everything. So it's not just about the time you're together in the retreat space. It's about being able to be empowered enough to take that same magic and integrate it into your actual life. And I think that's the difference that I have felt with you and that we've been able to achieve together that I haven't gotten in other types of work or, spiritual education, things like that, awakenings that I've done before.
You start to create for yourself. And that's why I like when we all come together so much, is because we create from such different ways and we can help people find their own paths. There is no one path to creation or to your gifts, to your life. Every life is unique. So let's find out what's possible for you. That doesn't happen. I've never been in a retreat where that was the goal. Let's find out what's possible for you.
As you're saying that, my brain is like exploding with dream work and human design. And these are such deep elements. So reflective. And the work that you ladies do.
It's there's no accident that we have all integrated together, right? I mean, the powerful work that we do individually, and then what happens when we get into a space where it can, bounce off each other and, just you get the whole package. You get the whole package. Yeah, for sure.
I'm so ready, Katie, for Qigong with you.
Yeah, and
the flow of that embodiment work. Oh.
Yeah, because it's not just one thing. It's like you were talking about the cellular, benefits of the food that we put into our bodies, and how it goes down to a cellular level and a DNA level, And that ties directly in with the human design work that I do, which is taking you into your own unique energetic blueprint, your own unique DNA activations. And your DNA is essentially, it's holding light. It's holding light codes. And the more that we can prime that DNA and that we can understand that DNA, and we can learn to embrace our perceived flaws and know that our power lies in our difference. And so let's find out what it is that, makes us tick, that why are we here? Each and every one of us has an individual purpose. Like, we are all different from each other. And it's like we've been trained from the time we came out of the womb, to fit in with the group and to go along with the flow. And, next thing you know, you're lost. You're like 30 or 40 and you're completely lost. And you're like, I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm just trying to be what everybody else wants me to be. And so let's strip that away in a place that's a safe place, that is just pure light, love, magic, non-judgment. And then let's amplify that, with the food. And then, like you said, with the Qigong work that I do, that I learned, that I love is basically when you can connect to the universal energies that are just always around us. It's like going into nature, how they say, forest bathing, it's an actual thing, it's a proven thing, because you're going into these spaces where it's more of a pure, high vibrational, high frequency state that the universe intended this earth to be. And you're integrating that, you're picking that up. And so we can create that space, right? And I'd love it, Chris, if you could talk a little bit about Mount Ida, because it is such a special place that I know a lot of people probably haven't heard of before. I hadn't heard of it either. And to discover it's right here in our very own US of A, it's amazing. It's got some amazing history.
Yeah, so I am a huge fan of Cryon, who is a ascended being that channels in through Lee Carroll. And I've gone to a few of his conferences. One of the things that Cryon has talked about is the nodes and nulls of the planet. And if I get this backwards, please forgive me, but nodes are where the negative energy of the earth is sucked out and filtered out. And nulls are where new energy is pulled in from spirit. And each node and null has a corresponding spot on the planet. Mount Ida is one of the two nodes in the United States, the other one being Mount Shasta, which we actually went to as a group. When you activate this spot, you are allowing it to purge out all the negative energy, acting like a straight filter, filtering out all that negative energy and activating its corresponding null, which is Argentina. So Mount Ida sits on one of the largest crystal beds in the world. It's underneath the ground. It's the largest crystal deposit. So the whole trip is about activating this node. We're going to swim in the lake that's got underneath it is this crystal bed. So as you're swimming in the lake, you're getting activated by the crystals of the earth. We're going to go hiking in Mount Ida through the mountains. We're going to do quartz mining and find our own quartzes that we will then bless and put back into the water. It's all about connecting to this holy spot in order to connect to the ley lines, the power lines of the planet. No, I mean, again, no big deal. I mean, it's
no big deal. And I got to tell you, when we were in Mount Shasta, I had heard, this talk about, there's different chakras, of the earth, laid out all over the world, and these spiritual vortexes. And I'd gone to, Sedona, and I was like, yeah, I can feel a little something. But whoo, let me tell you, Mount Shasta was off the hook. I mean, you could literally, it was like vibrating, it was like that prevalent. And it's like you get a group of high vibe, powerful, like-minded people together, and then you utilize what's already there. It's already there. Like we're walking in, to what is already just waiting for us. And it just goes quantum. I mean, it took me, when I got back from Mount Shasta, it probably took me 2 weeks to integrate. I was in like, whoa.
That's fast.
Yeah.
I felt like, oh, I don't know if, you know what? It's integrated, but I don't know if there's such a thing as ever being the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're in, like, instead of a 3D, you know, container, like we go through our typical lives. I mean, boom, it just elevates you to like a fifth dimensional kind of thing. I mean, we were like practically reading each other's thoughts and just the magical adventures that unfolded.
Yeah.
And I've told these girls, when you guys travel with me, it's never a dull moment. We always have something, you know, crazy and magical happen. And that's what it's all about. It reawakens you. It's like all of that magic, you know. I felt like I was a kid again.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely magic. And I have to explain why I'm sitting here laughing as you talk.
Yeah, please do.
And it's not because of what you said. I totally resonate with everything you said. But I'm laughing because the word reentry came in.
Mm.
And that trip into the vortex with you ladies and all of the magic that happened and the way that it just completely, I mean, we're talking about peeling away layers and just purging whatever didn't serve me anymore. That's what it was for me. And I left it all. It's the first time I'd ever heard the term reentry. And I heard people using that term the closer we got to the end of the retreat. And I started to go, oh shit. What are they talking about? And you were talking about that integration process and the way that it really can be a lot to move.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a lot of energy to continue to process because you're holding more. It's like you can hold more light at that point. You're vibrating higher. And the integration, how you do it, the way that you're led through it and supported through it is so important.
Mm-hmm.
And to have a container to hold you through that process, which is what brought up the facet of the retreat that we've weaved in to this experience and having pre and post care retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Based on our own experience, like you're saying, Stephanie, of how much it's necessary and beneficial.
Yeah. To not only have something to help you begin that process of shifting your perspective and just prepare you for what's ahead, the work that you're going to do, and allow you to get focused about what it is that you're stepping into because it's your journey and you get to do it in whatever way you choose. But then also after that process to have a space to hold you and people to help you through that reflection state.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way that reality reflects back to you after an up-leveling experience, I don't know about you ladies, I can only speak for myself, but I don't want to say it was hard because it wasn't hard. It was fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
I've never felt more alive in my life. I've never felt more in tune with myself, in tune with who I am and my mission on the planet. But to have others holding you in that space and caring for you through that process, I don't want anyone to not do that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It really is it's a journey that we're talking about, starting with the pre-care, which would be the human design. Get a reading on where your human design is right now. Moving through the container, which is where we can hold each other. And if you've ever been to any kind of group event with lightworkers, the energy when you come together is so palpable and it exponentially increases, especially when the people are careful with the energy and they nurture the energy. And at the end, we do the post-care with another human design. So you can see the journey you've made on a DNA level, as well as the support from Steph, myself, and Katie to continue on the path. This is not, let's get together, let's have a great time, go with God. This is a straight shift so that you join with us in this crusade of evolution. You know, ascension is a journey, and we're not taking it alone. We want to take it with you.
And we want to stay connected. It's not like we're doing this just to do it like, you know, for our own benefit. Like, we are doing this because we love this community, and we know firsthand that our connection and what we've been able to do and achieve since we originally met at a retreat, and, you know, we've done another one, just the Muses, since then. We want to take you there, you know, we want to take you into that stream of infinite possibility. And we want to build relationships that we can foster for the rest of our lives. I mean, I still tell my friends, I just think it's so magnificent that the four of us are from completely different areas, you know, all across the US. Like, we would have never come together if it hadn't been for this experience. And to just see the love. I mean, I'm sure you guys watching the show, you can feel and see the love between us. You know, I mean, we have each other's backs for life. You know, it's huge. It's huge in this world where everybody is, you know, now they're so used to isolating. You know, I have people I know that have been in social isolation for so long. Now they have phobias of coming out and interacting again, you know? And so it's like, we need to have more safe, loving spaces like this, you know, where people can come out and be seen and be heard and to feel and to get activated and to have that fire in your belly again that you lost years ago, you know, when you just started climbing the corporate ladder or whatever it is that you do, you know, like, you want to wake up every day with fire in your belly. I just had this song drop in my head yesterday, and I'm dating myself, but when I was like a teenager, for the drive, the thing to do was to go to the roller skating rink. Like, that was the thing to do. You met your friends on a Friday night, you know, and you partied, and it was all about the music they played, right? Because that determined whether you like went out or, you know, whether you backward skated or couple skated, you know, it's all about the music. And so disco was like really big back then. And there was this song, it was called Be Alive. But it was all about, it was just like this really fast beat, you know, you want to be alive, you know, and you just couldn't help but get out there and you'd be like, yeah, we'd all rush out there. That flashed into my head yesterday. And I'm like, what? Like, I hadn't even thought about that song in like, I don't know, 30 years. And so I played it and I was dancing around the house and I was like, yes, this is the message. It's like, listen, we're only here in this game of life for however long we are, right? You know, so it's like, no matter what's happening, no matter what's coming at you, you've got to feel it. You've got to be alive, you know, or what's the point? If you're just going through life like half awake, you know, is the day over yet? Like my father-in-law always says, like, when we have a holiday, you know, at the end of the day, he's like, another Christmas shot in the ass. And I'm like, that's not the best attitude to have. It's like checking it off the list, you know? Anyways, look up that song, Be Alive. I guarantee it will put a kick in your step.
So there's something you said earlier, Katie, that I really wanted to touch on. And it comes from an expression.
Sorry, I just had to wait. What? Who's on? I can't see this Facebook user.
It's from Dan Harrison.
Oh my God. Yeah. The roller skating rink in St. Charles. Girl, you feel me. You feel me. Sorry, I'm just having a moment. No big deal. Go ahead. Continue.
So there was this book that I read, and it was another piece of channeled information. I cannot remember what it was called, like Book of Mastery. And the being that was being channeled in had an expression that really changed my thought process. He says, I know who I am, I know what I am, and I know how I serve. When you get to that point in your evolution where you know who you are, without the labels, without what society has told you you are, without what your parents have told you you are, You find out what you are on a cellular soul level and why you are here to serve, what you are doing on this planet. You do those 3 things. You focus on those 3 things, and your life is different. There is no going back. Once you learn those 3 things about yourself, I know who I am, I know what I am, and I know how I serve. All of us are on that journey.
Just doing the human design piece, which is just a tiny piece of this, whole experience, will give you that. Yeah. It will give you that. Do we want to talk a little bit about some of the different things that people will get to experience?
Sure, absolutely. To be compatible with the human design thing, which is the scan, and it really breaks you down on a cellular level. I've studied Edgar Cayce's life purpose work. If anybody's ever familiar with Edgar Cayce, he studied Carl Jung and a few other people, and he came up with a method to find out your life purpose in this life, this incarnation. So I will be bringing that to the retreat to complement the human design. Now that we know who you are, how you communicate, how you operate, what are you here to do? And we will discover that together through exercises, through guided meditation, to find out what your purpose is here on this planet and use those gifts from human design to launch forward on that mission. And Melinda, if we didn't have any spots left, you could sleep with us. You are welcome. We will bring a air mattress if we have to. And you can sleep on that as long as you don't kick. You can
or do anything else weird in the night, like this one. Or, no, wait, this one.
Okay. First of all, so I'm gonna have to. So I'm gonna have to tell the story. So this is not a tangent. This is about Mount Shasta, and Steph and I are sharing a room in Mount Shasta, and we have met virtually, but we've never met in person. So I am a dream worker. That's one of the things I'll be bringing to the retreat. I'll teach you how to record your dreams and go into your dreams. For whatever reason, I woke up in the middle of the night to pee, and I was still somewhat in the dream world, and it was pitch black. And I didn't know where I was. And I'm military, right? It's embarrassing not to know where the door is to go to the bathroom. So I'm up. I'm still kind of in the dream state. I'm still kind of wonky. It's maybe a 5 by 10 foot room. I mean, this is a small ass room.
It's so small.
And there are 2 beds in here and a door.
So dark.
That's all that there is. And I'm trying to find my way to the bathroom. And I genuinely got lost. I was so in this weird in-between dream state, kind of zenned out from all the stuff we've been doing. All I could think to myself was, just drop to the ground. Because I'm lost. I am so scared of touching this woman that I've only met in person once. I'm like, I'm gonna land on her in bed. I'm so terrified. All I can think to do is just hit the ground. So I do. I drop down to all 4s, and I'm slowly I'm waxing on and I'm waxing off. I'm like, okay, there's got to be something in here that's going to tell me where I am in the room, because I am genuinely freaking turned around. I find her bed. I find my bed. I get up on my bed. I'm like, okay, restart. Okay, I reorient myself. The door was that way. That was incredibly embarrassing. I don't think I woke her, but that was a solid 20 minutes of me trying to find the door because I was so zenned out and just stuck in this dream state. Yeah, that was super embarrassing.
You would never have had to tell that story had you not asked me, did you feel anything on your foot last night? A very simple skip over that question. Because I was like, no, why?
That was good. It was, sometimes you just have to laugh at yourself. You really, really do.
That was, I think, I don't know that I've ever enjoyed a belly laugh so much.
That was good. We held that against Chris the whole.
We still are.
I had to act it out because that's the only way you can appreciate the story. If I'm up and I'm like, I'm
watching you reenact that. Oh my gosh.
Oh, good Lord.
Love you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Just a little, Just make sure you don't hit your roommate that you're sleeping with. Just
Yeah.
little, that's cool. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Dream work.
Yes. Dream work is going to be crucial for all of this. Because the bottom line is we spend more than half of our time sleeping, and we ignore all the wisdom that comes in from there. So I'm a certified dream walker, weaver, teacher, whatever the hell you want to call me. Teaching you to remember your dreams. You will have journals that will be provided to you at the beginning. We will keep dreams throughout. We will do dream groups in the breaks if that's something that you want to do, where you can bring your dream to the collective and watch that energy swirl. Is when you connect with people, they start to see your dreams with you and are able to pull messages that you can't see because you're a little too close to it. And at the end of the day, learn your own dream language. After part of the post-care retreat is I will do regular dream groups, and whoever comes to the retreat will always have a seat at those for a discounted price for as long as they want. You know, that's infinity. Anytime you want to be a part of the dream group, to really learn your own dream language. It's critical. Dreams are what helped me find my life purpose, along with the Edgar Cayce work. So I am very passionate about teaching that to people.
Well, and I've been told that that's where the real work, the real life work occurs, is in the dream state, right? In that space of the subconscious mind that doesn't know boundaries and can access any realms it needs to for, you know, education, lessons, like tying things together, figuring things out, the whole lucidity, you know, when people try to go into, you know, either lucid dreaming or astral travel or, you know, those deep trance states. I mean, that's really what they're trying to access.
Absolutely.
So
and that was how I figured out my life purpose. I realized, because I had reoccurring dreams my whole life where I'm constantly fighting in my dreams, and they're very violent dreams, but I'm always protecting somebody. I was always very aware that I had one or more people that I was protecting, and they never spoke. And I was constantly moving them through this landscape to try to get them to the other end. And I had the dream teacher that I was taking this class with said to me, she goes, you know, you're traveling. You're actually working. What you're doing in that dream is you working. It's coming to you in a language that you understand in your human form, which is, you know, fighting zombies, fighting vampires, because that's my jam. But it's physically happening. It's actually happening. So when I took that knowledge into a meditation, I meditated on it. I could see myself going to an astral plane where souls were stuck because they felt they deserved to be punished for whatever reason. They absolutely did not deserve to be punished. It was a self-fear that was stopping them from moving on. And once they were ready, I would help move them on. I would look at them, I'd speak to them, see if I could pull them out of their space to realize, you know, you are a divine being. You don't need to be here unless you want to be here, and then move them on. And those were the souls that I was moving in my dreams. And my little chimes are going off, which is always a good indicator. I had no idea until I started looking at my dreams from a different perspective in a group. And it just opened up my optic of everything that I'd done in my life. It made sense who I am, what I've done with the military, why I felt called to do that. Because that's my life purpose. And it wasn't until I started paying attention to my dreams that I really got that.
Yeah, dreams are so important. That lucid state is so important. And with everything changing in our world, you know, and the more that technology innovates, I mean, the speed of innovation just quickens and quickens and quickens. I think it's crucial. It's a crucial life skill now to have the ability to be lucid, to be fluid, you know, so the more that you can just, you know, kind of focus on that and learn, you know, those different states of being while you're conscious. It's huge, huge. I can't say enough about dream work. I love it. I love it. And then we'll be doing before and after aura scans of everybody, which is always really, you know, enlightening, you know, to see, you know, really you think you know what's going on in your biofield and your energy field. And then when you see it, you know, laid out and reflected back, it's always very interesting. And also coordinating biofeedback training specifically on an individual level, to help harmonize and activate what we want to activate within you. And then also, on a group level too. So that's going to be pretty powerful. And then we'll be doing that too at the end, so you can see the transformation that you've had in that week. And if anybody wants to just test the waters out with the human design or the aura scans, biofeedback, that type of work that I do, I've got 2 spots left. I just announced I'm doing a beta test for a new course that I'm launching, 4-week course. And I can throw up the details after our show today. But it's a very discounted price because I'm just fine tuning it. So yeah, that might be a great way if you're just curious, about some of the things that you will have full access to the entire time we're there. And then Stephanie, I'm so excited about your cooking. We're not just going to learn about, the DNA activations and the tie-in to our environment and our food and the things that we take in, but we are going to be learning how to cook, how to do it from you. Because when you first told me, we were going to be eating plant-based, I'm like, I don't know what I don't even know how to do that. That's just crazy talk. What are you talking about? And then she showed me how easy it is, because I think that's the thing that keeps people from making healthier choices is they see it as, oh, it's so much work and, oh, I got to slice and dice and,
It's easy. Yeah.
You make it easy and good. It tastes so good.
Thank you so much for reflecting that back.
Oh, girl. I mean, this is a highlight. This is going to be a highlight, in my opinion, for me. I just can't wait. And so every night, well, I'll let you talk about it. You're gonna do a cooking tutorial, right?
We are. We're going to be doing some group prep, and each person who is in this retreat, in this experience, is going to be able to cook for the group.
Yes. Add their love to the group.
We're infusing our energy into the prep and being really intentional about the way that we bring forward the food and what food we bring forward and when and why. And it's all going to be simplified in such a way that you'll just be in the flow of the prep and the consumption and experiencing it. It will be firsthand knowledge at that point. You're having the experience. So what you're hearing me say makes plenty of sense because it's in your field. I don't know how else to put words to it. It's just going to be so much fun to offer food in a way that maybe people haven't considered it before, because it can be simple and delicious, and such that you are brought online in a new way. I can't wait to share that with everyone. And I'm going to be practicing.
Yes.
I'm already just in the flow of it and teaching what I love. How do I want to say this? Not that there's no nervousness around cooking for a big group or preparing or facilitating for even a portion of the group at a time. But bringing it all together and seeing people experience it and being able to go, okay, that I can shift a little bit and let them more into this part of the process. I have 2 events before this retreat where I'm going to be offering cell to soul services. And the first is next week. So I'm getting into the flow of what this is really going to look like. And having that part of the experience too, because I want to keep it simple and present food for people in a way that it's something they can walk away with and go, oh man, I can do that.
Yeah. And it makes such a difference, an immediate difference in how you feel. It really, really does. So I'm so excited for that. And I don't know if you mentioned earlier, Chris, the other cool thing. Okay, so we're going to be on a crystal lake, right? Like, I mean, that's like pretty cool. Mermaids here, and we're going to be having it's the full pink moon.
Yes.
So I can just picture this beautiful moonlit night with the energy from above merging with the energy from below, and we are the catalyst.
Yes.
And so we're going to be doing some really cool integrative ceremony, the full moon ceremony, really activating our intuition and our magic. And then we're going to do this beautiful water blessing, with the crystals, with the node energy that Chris was speaking to, and then a cacao ceremony, which I don't know how many. Yeah, if you guys are watching the show, let us know if you've ever attended a cacao ceremony. But it's a beautiful ritual from Southern America that the cacao plant is considered to be a very sacred plant, and when you partake in these ceremonies, I mean, you feel transported. You really do. And gosh, Chris, we've got you are the master meditator, guided meditation, so I'm so looking forward to just having us all participate in some of these really up-leveling type of transformative experiences.
And I can feel, so I'm a priestess, and I can feel there's a lot of priestesses watching this and will watch this. I can feel it's giving me goosebumps. That earth energy, tapping into the elements of the earth, tapping into the gifts that are Gaia, that she has blessed us with by allowing us to experience this planet, and honoring that through the cacao ceremony and through the full pink moon, which is a time of manifestation and really just opening up to channel and all the rest. All the guided meditations that we will do on this will be channeled for that moment. We can't plan them. We can't say what they're going to be. We will open to spirit and allow spirit to bring it in so that everybody will get exactly what they need. We will record whichever ones that we can so that those can continue on and you can continue to use them. And if I was told this morning by Spirit, creating a guided meditation and a guided mantra to set the stages of the retreat, the post, the pre, the during, and the post that you can listen to help you fall asleep, that you can listen to first thing in the morning to get you up, just to start that container opening.
Beautiful.
All channeled and all one of a kind, just for the goddesses and gods that feel attracted to this energy, to this mission.
I love that. And I just love that, we're in this vortex, this sacred space that is purifying us. As Chris was saying, the node alone has that energy that just, clears out and just opens you up. And so the work of, the experiences that we're going to be having are going to be from just a clean, blank slate. Which is why, like Stephanie was saying, she returned home and she was just a complete different person, imagine that. You have a chance to reset. You have a chance to reinvent yourself. I mean, you can't put a price tag on that. I just know from my own personal journey, it's like when I've, doubted or hesitated or, oh, I don't know if I should do that. Do what your heart calls you to do, because you can tell from just our past experiences and what we're bringing to this event. We are bringing it. Our hearts are in this. Whether you're there or not, it's going to be pure freaking magic. I cannot wait.
For those who can't come in person, because 100% travel's an issue, certainly with the ceremonies, there will be virtual connection for those big ceremonies. When we're activating Mount Ida, we need to pull in as much energy as we can, even if it's just a time. At 12:12, everybody just focuses on this and listens to this meditation. Like that will be possible. So don't think just because you cannot be there in person that you will not be there in spirit and energy, because you will. And we need that energy at this time. And Nancy asked a wonderful question. Where can you access information on this? We do have a Facebook page that we set up. Steph's got a link on her website. I've got a link on my website. If you are interested in joining, there is a Facebook group that you will go in, and we will post practice exercises that you can do, more information about human design, more information about Akashic Kitchen, information about life purpose, just stuff to get it prepped, to get it moving. And you can contact any of us at any time to get more information.
Teresa, she was with us. She knows the magic that can happen.
And I'm still saying the borders will open up before April. So it'll be 23 to 27 April. We moved it to the 27th so we could experience the pink full moon together, which is a once a year opportunity and is really going to be that bridge between the divine and earth, because we are going to be on a crystal center channeling in the power of the moon. I get very excited.
Doesn't get any better than that.
So that would be another one where we would invite people into that energy from across the planet, because this is something that we share together. We have divine wisdom in our DNA that when we tap into, it feeds the collective. It feeds the energy of the planet and helps with the massive shift. So
and I just want to say that recently, like air travel, at least in the US, has started to amp back up again. People are starting to get out a little bit more. The fear factor is dying down a little bit. And planes are getting full again. People are wanting to travel. I have a friend that runs a pet sitting business, and she was saying she's now booked up for the first time since COVID happened, booked up like a month or two out because so many people are traveling. And the last time, speaking of St. Louis, I just went back to St. Louis a month ago, and I was surprised on my way back. Yeah, the flight was full. It was full. So
yeah. And I've been flying around a lot. They take a ton of precautions. Really, what it would be is border issues if you're crossing borders. If there's anybody who's interested in joining us from another country, don't let that dissuade you. We will watch and monitor the situation as it moves forward, of course, and make sure that we can support anybody that feels called to do that. We put it, Arkansas, before we even researched and realized the node, although Steph and I have been talking about going there to mine for like a decade. It's also so that people can drive in if they feel called to do so instead of fly. It allows a lot more opportunity to get there. And this is going to be the first of many. This retreat is massive for many reasons. It is the original creator for us, which means it's going to be a heck of a ride. But I want to travel the world and activate all of these nodes and nulls. I got plans. I got things to do. And you're all coming with us.
Chris will have you climbing mountains and doing things you never thought you'd do.
There are physical aspects of this that will be offered. I do morning workouts every day for myself. And I can teach yoga. I can teach Pilates, Qigong, anything that's gets the blood flowing in the morning. There will be morning activities of that nature. We will go on a hike. The level of it is completely up to the person that's coming. There are longer ones, and apparently you can just find crystals popping out of the ground, which I think is amazing. We'll go to the natural hot springs in the city, and they have public baths there that we can use. If health concerns are a problem, we can do private as well. And there is water that we can drink from the hot springs that is cleared and filtered right from the mountain. We will swim in the waters, and then we will have a full day of mining at a phantom quartz mine. And
I'm so excited for that.
I'm really looking forward to that part. Find as many crystals as you want. We will get our own, what do you call it, Steph? Our own ribbon? Vein?
A pocket.
Pocket.
We're going to have a pocket. Yep.
Yeah. And we will find whatever parts are called to you. And then we'll give some back.
Because the mining is so stinking much fun and I'm so excited about it, let's explain just a little bit about what we're going to do so that people do understand what the pocket is. So in a mine where you go in, like all of these crystal quartz mines that you'll find all around the hot springs area in Arkansas, you can go in and search through the pilings. You can get a day pass and you can dig all day, and the pilings are full. It's dirt that has already been removed from the earth, and where that dirt came from is down where the pockets are, wherever the pockets are. I'm saying down because that makes sense to me topographically, but but where the pockets are, they go in and remove, they excavate a bit and find the veins. They find the crystal vein and remove enough earth that you can then dig into the vein and find your own crystals. So that's what we're doing. And you will have access to the pilings.
Yes. I think it was 4 or 5 different mine elements. We'll have access to all of those. You can spend as little or as much time as you want. Transportation to and from all those locations will be provided by us. All the food is provided by us, although you will have the opportunity to cook with Steph and to help prep these meals for your fellow souls, which I'm really excited about doing. Just to see how easy she makes this healthy food. It's really
see like what the difference is when you make food from a place of love,
yeah.
you know, versus just heating something up in the microwave, you know, and like eating it, peeling the plastic bag. It really makes a difference. And so I think it's so beautiful that we are just going to have this group of people, and we are just going to interact at such a deep, you know, integrated level. The community aspect for me, I am so looking forward to.
Oh, it's going to be
meeting some new soul sisters.
Yes.
Or brothers.
There's one thing I learned, the first retreat I ever went to, this wonderful woman said something to me that I will never forget. It was a huge retreat, it was maybe 60 people. And I remember I kept kind of gravitating towards the same groups, and we would have lunches together and we'd hike together. And about halfway through, she goes, okay, look around. And she goes, you see the people around here that you haven't noticed yet? Like, they're not meant to be in your sphere right now. The people that you're gravitating towards are the people you are meant to meet at this moment. And they are helping you change at this moment. And I thought that was absolutely brilliant. The people that are meant to be here to come on this retreat will be there. The ones that are meant to connect with you will be there to connect with you. There are no accidents. If you are feeling drawn to this, it is because you are meant to be there. And there's something here for you. So don't let fear or that little voice or any of that stuff. This is the time. This is the time of light workers to stand up. And the more we're told to sit down and be quiet and stay separate, the more we need to shine brightly and hold our light and love when the world is spinning, because it needs us.
And to get clear on who we are, you know, what we came here to do, who we came here to be. Like, that's everything, you know, just embracing yourself, loving yourself, you know, feeling whole, like, just life-changing.
Yes.
Life-changing.
100%. It's going to be life-changing however it needs to be for you. It's your journey. We're just here to hold you, to love you, and to support you. And to have fun. Have a little
we're definitely going to have fun. Fun. Gotta make it fun. Well, okay, so you are, you posted the details, right, in the conversation already, Chris?
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll post them on the website as well?
Yep.
Or, I'm sorry, the Facebook group. And then we've got a group we've created once you have actually signed up that we can invite you into, and we'll be providing, you know, details as we get closer and closer to the event. But we was
smoothie challenge is in order.
I got mine right here, my Stephanie smoothie. I got the celery juice and all kinds of good stuff in here. Yeah, no, we'll do some fun stuff leading up to the retreat, just to you know, just to create some fun and get the energy flowing. And I know you can pick up from how excited we are about the potential of what this is going to, do for all of us and change for all of us. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can direct message us, or you can just post it. Because usually if you have a question, just know probably 5 other people have that same question. So, feel free to post it in the group and we'll get right back to you. And then we'll continue to provide updates as we get closer to the event. And like Chris said, maybe we will be able to will the borders open, because I swear half of our friends are in Canada.
Yeah.
We need you guys there.
Yeah.
But if nothing else, you will be there in spirit.
Absolutely. And we'll bring back some crystals for you. If you want us to mine some crystals for you, just let us know. I guarantee I will be stuffing my pockets full of these.
You know what? That's a fun thing to mention, because everyone is going to have a priority box that they'll be able to pack full of whatever they mine themselves. So don't think you're coming on a retreat if you're flying in and can't take these beautiful phantom quartz crystals that you mined. They're gonna meet you at home.
Yeah.
A whole box of them.
And the reverse, if you need to ship stuff there prior to the retreats, shift in your tarot cards, your crystals, your wands, anything that you want to bring to the retreat. We will have that ability as well. You just let us know and we will set it up for you. I'm so excited.
Oh no, it's going to be good. It's going to be grand. It's going to be grand. Anybody that wants to get a taste of how much fun we have when we're together, go back on our Facebook group page and watch. Steph posted a little video of us when we got together a month or two ago. What was it called? Muses on the Mountain?
Muses Mountain Magic.
Yeah. And it did. It just kind of captured just a glimpse, like a day of in the moment. And no, you'll see it. You'll feel it. I came home from that weekend. We were all together, and I can't tell you how many of my friends just mentioned that to me. They go, "Oh my God, you guys look like you were having so much fun." And we need to do that in life. We forget to have fun, especially the older that we get. So it's so important. So yeah, please check that out. It'll make your day. It'll make you smile.
Absolutely. And you got an offer here, Katie, to go roller skating. And
I'm like, yes, we are so going roller skating. Oh my gosh. This is, see what's happening already? The magic that's happening. I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
No, there are no accidents. We're already connected. If you feel drawn to something, you are connected to it. Don't doubt that. Don't ask if it's real, because it doesn't matter. It's as real as it needs to be.
Well, thank you all for, coming on today and being so interactive. Everybody had so many great comments and input, and yes, I agreed. Several people were saying this sounds magical, and trust me, it will be. And we would love to have as many of you as we can. Like Chris said, the more the merrier, and just the more magic that we can do for ourselves and for our community. So check out the information. Let us know if you have any questions, and we will catch you next Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Muses. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everybody.